Well, good morning and welcome to the channel again. For those who are joining me on this journey, this is 100 Wainwrights for 100 viewpoints. And today's adventure is going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a mystery tour. It's a mystery for you and it's also a mystery for me. I've delegated today's adventure to a very good friend of mine, Aid Gidney, a mountain leader, a superb photographer. He's been given the brief and said, Aid, sort me a route out in West Cumbria. That's your brief. Get me some Wainwrights and get me some outstanding viewpoints. So I've no idea where we're going to go. He's just said, report to his house in West Cumbria at 11:15. So quite late in the day. So he's obviously thinking about a sunset sort of shot somewhere, I would think. So that's it. We're going to head out West Cumbria and today's adventure is going to be led by Aid. So let's go. I'll see you in West Cumbria. So here we are, arriving at a bit of Duran just to get us in the mood. And here comes Aid. Hello, mate. Welcome to YouTube. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
Stuff in.
Or is it afternoon yet?
No, it's still morning.
Hello, Buckley.
I bet them swallow, you know.
He could be the deputy cameraman for the day. Need a gimbal.
So where are we going, Aid?
Well, we're heading down Wasdale, as you can see, and we're not going right to the end. We're going to park at the bottom of Uppbeat in the car park. So this is Buckbarrow on your left here, and then Middlefell, which is a nice one.
Body down here this morning.
Scafell's got his hat on.
Oh, it's quite breezy. This is Uppbeat, which is going to feature, Aid says, in today's walk at some point. What a beautiful mountain. I love the White House. Love the White House. Breezy. I might leave my hat on. So I put the what 3 words for the car park that we parked in. Basically, you come out of the car park, turn right, and walk back on the road that you actually came in for about 400 metres, and then there's a footpath on the right hand side, which I'll show you shortly. It's a glorious day, nice and sunny. Still a bit of snow on the tops. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Still really no idea where we're going, just following Aid. Okay, come over this bridge. And this is the gate you're looking for on the right. No, it isn't. I thought we were going through this gate. No?
You can go up there and see the waterfalls.
Alright.
But you can't get back up to the path from there.
Cancel that, we're not going through that gate. I thought we were going through that gate. Don't forget the gates. Oh, why do we need paths? Let's just go up this way. So up the fence line. Is that the line, Aid? Yeah. Through the bog? The initial walk along the valley floor was almost deserted and led to Aid referring to this as the Lost Valley of WASDALE. Very few people visit here and favour the more spectacular Scafell range, which is close by. This solitary yew tree is quite a good marker as you're coming up the valley. You probably see the river down below us there snaking away, and just walk up use this tree as a line, come up the right hand side of it. No photographer can resist a single tree, but not really a shot today. It actually looks better from the other side. There's no view from the other side, it looks a bit barren from this side. So this is at Scoat Fell, at the top of the hill. Irish Sea in the distance over there. Quite high up now, we're over 2,000 feet. Cold. I'll try and find somewhere sheltered to have some lunch. This is what you call a hill walking sandwich. Peanut butter and jam, some biscuits for the dog, and a coffee, and a beautiful view. Alright, we're just going to go over here and see what Aid is doing. So this is sort of looking at what he's looking at. It's a bit of a leading line, bit of snowy mountain, trying to get this cloud streaking over the top. One of the reasons I wanted to do this little exercise is for somebody else to choose the viewpoints, and is because Aid's looked at this and he sees a shot. I didn't really see it, but it's quite good to see how other people think. People see viewpoints differently, see photographs differently, and I just wanted to, you know, see other people's views and get other people to see, you know, there's not always one way of doing these things. There's lots of different ways, and everyone's got individual tastes. So you can see Aid's picking these rocks here, which will be flattened out with a long exposure. How long are you thinking of exposure wise, Aid?
Looking at the settings, I reckon I can probably go for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, right, okay. So big streaky clouds over the top. They are quite dark. It'd be tricky with the snow on the top because the snow's quite bright. There's a danger of overexposing that, so we're going to have to have a look at that and see what it's like when it's finished. It might be a bit of trial and error. So yeah, if the image is any good, and if Aid will share it with me, I dare say he'll share it anyway with his views on it, whether he likes it or not. It's just good to see how somebody else operates. I like the way that Aid's managed to balance the exposure on this. Very tricky, and love the contrast between the blue and the white snow. So while we're waiting for the world's longest exposure, you do know the purpose of this is so I can show my 3 viewers some good viewpoints. And so far we've been out 2.5 hours and we've seen diddly squat in terms of a viewpoint. Would you like to comment on this?
Yeah, just have some patience. Patience come good in. All good things come to those who wait.
Right, it's quite difficult to identify the path from where we come. We came up the north side of the tarn. Where we sat having our lunch was down here. We come round the north side of the tarn and then up the northwest crack. There's a little river you can follow up. It's not really a defined path. It's very rocky. You need to be careful because there's a few hidden streams as well that you can quite easily put your foot in. But you can see as we get higher up here, we're starting to get a really nice view. You may wonder how to calculate how long routes are going to take, and certainly something I've puzzled, but Aid's helped me out with this in the past. I'll let him explain how you work out how long a route is going to take you.
Yeah, so a guy called Naismith came up with a rule that says roughly we walk at 4 kilometres an hour. So it takes us 15 minutes to walk a kilometre, and then he adds a minute for every 10 metres height gain. So we've got to go up to the ridge, which is 60 metres, so that'll be 6 minutes we add, and it's probably only 300 metres, so that's about 4.5 minutes, so 10 or 11 minutes should see us on the ridge.
Right, really useful that, and it's really useful when you're out on the fells to be able to calculate, you know, particularly if you're moving towards darkness and you've got some choices to make about where you're going to go. You can use that as a rough calculator to work out whether you've got time to go to an outlying hill or fell to get back in daylight, if that's important to you, you want to get to somewhere. So really useful that for calculating how long your walks are going to do, and I use it a lot for calculating these routes. Actually back onto the path ish. Right, let's have a look through here. Oh my word. Oh my word. Whoa! Wow, mate. Wow, wow, wow. What a backdrop, and what a viewpoint. I don't know if it's better than the last one, but it's as good as the last one, if not better. The late light now is beautiful over the Scafell range, which is behind me. Just had the drone up there, some of the footage, wow, it just looks awesome. The contrast between the snowy areas and then the nice warm valleys with the sun bathing into it, that contrast is beautiful. I think you should make some really nice pictures. So I'm going to put the viewpoint as the second summit here at Red Pike. But really, anywhere along this ridge for about 100 metres, there's outstanding views all the way along here. So you just walk along and pick your spot, basically. But this is absolutely outstanding. So that's 2 Wainwrights, 2 stonking views. Gidney is earning his keep today. Right, basically because we've spent so much time photographing and videoing and drone shooting in the first 2, we're going to have to get a right wiggle on now to try and get down here for sunset. So there's not going to be a lot of filming, there's going to be a lot of yomping. Can I just say it's my fault we've run out of time. Too much drone footage on the top really, and too excited with all the views. And we've left ourselves with not enough time to get along to that viewpoint on the top of Yew Barrow. So we're going to cut along the front of Yew Barrow. We may still get a good viewpoint from the front, but not quite from the top. So we'll have a look, see if we can get there before sunset. We're about half an hour out, so we're going to have to scoot along. We've come down there as fast as I could. To be honest, I couldn't even film because it was so precarious. It was almost running, which for me is like unheard of. So I'm going to try and scoot along here and see if we can get at least some sort of a view for sunset. Well, I hope you agree that bringing in a guest to do the route has been very successful today. I'm thinking about maybe repeating the exercise, maybe in the autumn. So if you would like to be the guest walker and route setter, if you know of an excellent viewpoint, feel free to stick a comment in. Tell us where it is roughly, because I'll need to know whether I've done it before and whether it's on my Wainwrights I've already done. But if you fancy leading the show, maybe for a guest appearance in the autumn, or you know somebody who would, please feel free, stick something in the comments. Right mate, I'm just going to finish the video off here because it's going to be dark soon, but can I thank you on behalf of myself and the audience for taking us on this adventure today?
Absolutely, no bother.
It's been really good.
Good day out.
Yeah, we've had a great time. We're running out of time, as you can see. I mean, it looks a bit brighter on the phone than it actually is. It's quite gloomy now, and I've no doubt we're going to get back to the car in the dark. But yeah, more time for filming next time maybe, but that doesn't decry what we've managed to get today, and I hope you've really enjoyed the pictures and images. So for now, until next week, no, in fact forget that, because I'm off to New Zealand on Sunday. So by the time you see this, I will probably have been in New Zealand for about a week. So there'll be a little break pause in the Wainwrights, but please stay tuned because I've got some epic adventures in New Zealand coming up on the channel. So and this Wainwright series will resume when I get back. So for now, till next week in New Zealand, ta-ta.